Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. So obviously I'm missing some things on my face today because we're trying new things. I got a couple of things from Sephora. Can I just be honest? It was the end of the year. It was the 31st of December and I was less than $100 away from getting rouge status for the next year. And I was like, there are some things that I want, there are some things that I'm curious about, and not having to pay for shipping is awesome. I keep trying to not stay rouge, and I was unsuccessful this year, but that's kind of what prompted this order. The first thing that I'm gonna try on today is this little trio right here. It's a gift set. It was $35 and it was on sale. From Rose Inc. I've never tried anything from Rose Inc., but I've heard really good things about their cream cheek products. It comes with one of these. This is the shade Azalea. This is their Blush Divine Radiant Lip and Cheek color. I love, oh so much, so much. The other thing it comes with is their lip sculpt, and this is kind of like a lip balm. This is in the shade Quartz. Looks like it's gonna go really good. I do wanna try the lip and cheek thing on the lips too, but we'll get this on. And the last thing that comes in this set is their Brow Renew. This is a clear brow gel that also has some properties that are good for just kind of encouraging brow growth. I don't know, I'm gonna start with this because I have some pencil in my brows, but I'm used to them staying where I put them. Ooh, it's kind of a chubby little, okay, let's see how this works. I don't think there are fibers in this because it's just a clear brow product. It's a little bit, it's the biggest wand I have for any brow product, but my goal is, since I've already filled them in, is just to get a little bit of lift here in the front. I feel like I got a little bit better control and my brows are staying where I put them when I took the time to back comb and then brush them up. That way I'm depositing product on both the front and back sides of my brow hairs. And if I was just going through, just going up like this, I don't know that I was getting the control of getting them to stay where I wanted them and to lay. I don't know how this is, it doesn't feel like it dries kind of stiff and hairspray-y, but we'll see how we do at the end of the video. Oh, I need a lip product. So let's put some of this on. This is matte. Well, that's interesting. I like the color. This is the shade Quartz, by the way. The one thing that's interesting is that it doesn't drag, it glides really nicely and it feels almost balm-like, but it's matte. Wow. I'm gonna have to keep wearing this. This is gonna go into my lip products for this month, but I'll tell you, it feels creamy, but it's matte. Oh, I think I like it already, but we'll see how it wears. Let's put on some blush. I need some blush. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I was not paying attention to what I was doing. I was watching a video on YouTube on my phone as I was putting on my makeup to get ready to put on the rest of this for you. And I powdered my whole face. I normally don't powder my entire face. I keep my cheeks free of powder if I'm using cream products. And this could turn out badly because I was not paying attention. All right, but ooh. It has almost like you put your finger in it and it almost grabs your fingers just sliding across. Ooh, and you can tell the difference in the texture from, you know, what it looked like before to where you're putting your finger in. I love that it's also magnetic because the pan, can you hear it moving? It means that you can replace this so you can keep the compact and get another one. All right, so this is way too much. I'm gonna take a minute to dot some on the back of my hand so I don't end up with like crazy cheeks. I'm gonna get a blush brush here. A little synthetic, it's not really meant for blush, but just a little synthetic brush. And I'm gonna do this. I think that I'm gonna be less likely to disturb the makeup underneath if I do this than if I go straight with my finger. I always end up using too much pressure with my finger, and if I'm trying not to disturb foundation and the powder that I was not paying attention to put on. Okay, this is pretty. This is the shade Azalea. This is one of those shades that, being as fair as I am, could very easily take me into clown territory. I'm gonna try my best not to get there today. But also remember, I was raised in the 80s and I love a strong, bright cheek. You know what's interesting is it doesn't feel sticky or tacky. I feel like once you have it on, it's not that it doesn't feel hydrating, because it does. And I like that you have a little bit of kind of you can see it here, a little bit of a hydrated glow. But it doesn't feel like the sort of thing where if my hair was blowing in the wind, it would get stuck to it and then I'd have to like drag it out. Like, you know that what happens when you're wearing lip gloss and your hair flies into there and you have to, I don't feel like that would happen. But it doesn't feel tacky. Some cheek products always stay tacky, but it doesn't also feel like cream to powder. I know that's not terribly descriptive. It's not one thing, it's not another, it's kind of its own thing, but I like it, and I like that it has a natural glow to it. All right, so now I feel like I have some color to my face. Something else that I picked up, and I don't know whether I should have, is this. This is from Westman Atelier. This is their Lit Up Highlighter Stick, and I got the lightest shade. This is the shade Lit. This is what it looks like. And this is without it being blended in. This is just me scrubbing it on the back of my hand several times. I'm curious to see what this turns out to be. 100% truth, I got this because I heard Kate the Great raving about it. She just couldn't stop. It was this entire summer all she could talk about, and she was, you know, booping and putting on highlight, and I was just like, sold. And I've been trying to not get more highlight because I love highlight and I don't need more highlight, but I am wanting to find a beautiful cream highlighter. I have one that I really love, but this one's interesting because it's kind of like an iridescent shade. I know it looks scary and white, but it's not. It's a little bit more of a, almost an iridescent opal-y shade. I'm not going to use a brush. I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm just going to tap this on. Ooh, I do see a little bit of a purpley blue reflect. It's kind of pretty, isn't it? Oh, I don't know how well this would work for you if you didn't have really fair skin. Here is something that I'm noticing as I've been rubbing my fingers onto the stick and then tapping them to my face and going back to the stick, that you can see that there's, I don't know if it's blush or foundation or both, that are, it means that this is kind of hydrating enough that it's kind of eating through some of the product, or at least picking some of it up onto my fingers. So now that my lip sculpt has a little bit of the Westman Atelier highlight over the top, I'm going to pick up a little bit of this because you can use it on your lips as well. And I'm going to see, they really feel like they're in the same color family, but I'm getting more pigment from this. So I took an hour break, and my dog is 17 years old. She ate something that didn't agree with her, and so it came back up, and then she fell into it. So I had to give her a bath. It was, long story short, it's been a while. It's been more than an hour since I was here last. But let's talk about my thoughts so far. And just wearing this for an hour after having applied it, I have some additional thoughts. First of all, this highlight stick from Westman Atelier, it feels like it's set just a hair, not a lot. I feel like this is going to be one of those products that you see how glowy and shiny it is on the surface. It's going to continue to be that glowy and shiny. It's almost like a dewy balm stick. I didn't read very much about like what it's supposed to do, but it does have some tack to it, and I'm still feeling that on the face. The same cannot be said for this. This rose ink, like lips and cheek color, I feel like where there is no highlight stick and it's just this, the skin feels hydrated, but it doesn't feel sticky. I don't feel like my hair is gonna stick to this. What's nice about this is you can see that there is a little bit of a shine to this. I wouldn't say necessarily that it's a shiny product, but you can see that there is that. So if you're using this as a lip product, you are gonna get more of that cream lipstick feel to it, because it does have kind of like this shiny glow, which I like. This is interesting. I was a little bit confused by this. So this lip sculpt, this is the shade Quartz. And I guess when I say I was confused by this, it glides like a lip balm. It feels soft and plush like a lip balm, but it's matte. You can see the shine to this. There is no shine to this. I feel like this has potential the longer you wear it, and it kind of wears itself down to a blotted lip to be really pretty. The other thing I'm curious about is, would this work well as a cheek product? I think I'm gonna have to try it. The other thing, I don't know about this yet. This, what is it called? The Brow Renew. It's supposed to be, you put it in your brows and your brows don't move, period. I was reading that on their website and I was like, well, I don't know. I don't feel like the fronts of my brows are as spiky and standing up as much as they were when I first put it in. So I don't know that this is like gonna be the end all and be all in a product, but I do like the fact that it doesn't feel crunchy. It doesn't feel like my brows are hairsprayed on my face. I definitely feel like I have some flexibility and hold with this. We'll see. The other thing that I did pick up when I placed this order is this, the Supergoop Glow Screen. I fell in love with this when I got a small little travel size of it back in, was it March, April? It was during the spring Sephora sale event, and I got a sample size and I liked it so much. When I ran out of that, I repurchased this in the full size. This is my second time getting this in the full size. I wish it was SPF 50, but I love this. My favorite thing about it, let me just take the little foil guy off here, is that it's a glowy product. Now at first when I tried it on, I used it just as foundation alone. And there is a little bit of a tint in here, but only if you're fair like me. Otherwise, this is gonna look like nothing on your skin. But it does have a really pretty subtle glow to it. If you wear like the recommended, what is it, half teaspoon on your face, you might look a little Tin Man-ish, but I kind of like a really extreme glow. So I'm glad to have picked up another one of these. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to know, have you tried anything from Rose Inc? Have you tried anything from Westman Atelier? Do you have a favorite sunscreen? It doesn't have to be this one. Let me know what it is in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching today. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon.